Hello, everyone. So I had this really crazy dream the other night, and I felt like it was worth sharing on here because it was a dream about American Idol, actually. It was a very, very weird dream, and it was very detailed, which was weird because normally I don't have detailed dreams. Normally my dreams are very vague. This was a very, very detailed dream, and when I got up, I wrote it down. I normally don't write my dreams down because I don't know who does that. Some people do. But I wrote it down because I was like, this is a dream worth remembering because it was so detailed. And I think it's worth sharing on here because I talk about American Idol and X Factor. So, okay, bear with me. My dreams are very jumpy. But, okay, so this happened in real life, okay? I went to the American Idol's live tour in September. And I have a feeling that this triggered this dream. So, my dream started off, I was watching Idol Loonies. And for those who don't know what Idol Loonies is a web show about American Idol on tvline.com. Every single week when American Idol is on, they talk about American Idol and all these things. The guy who hosts it is Michael Slezak, I think that's how you say his name. Yes, he hosts the show, and he has guest people come on there from previous American Idol people. But yeah, it's a web show. It's very cool. I would check it out, tvline.com. But anyways, that's not the point. I was watching this, and the host, Michael, he was like, there's a new tour with the Season 10 American Idols coming up. And, like, the tour was, like, now. Like, it was in December. And I was like, okay, that's weird. They're all getting together and doing another tour. That's awesome. I want to go. And he was saying the cities, and he was saying they're coming to Rochester, which is where I'm from. And they're going to also be at CMAC, which is in Canandaigua, which is 30 minutes away from Rochester. So I was like, oh my God, I'm going to go to both. It's going to be awesome. So, in my dream, see, I'm telling you, this is very detailed. In my dream, the Rochester show was on a Thursday, and the one at CMAC was on a Saturday. It was very detailed, and I remember this information. And it's so weird because normally I don't remember little details like this. So I was thinking it would be a pretty fun weekend I was going to have, and it was really weird because this dream felt really, really real. Like, I know when you have a dream, normally they do feel real, but this one felt really real. This is why I really wanted to share it. So, my dreams are normally jumpy, so bear with me when I'm telling the dream. I will get confused as well while explaining it. Okay, so then my dream jumped to the Rochester show. I went with one of my friends, and it was actually a friend I haven't talked to in about a year, which was very weird. And then the people sitting behind me went to my high school, which was very weird too, to be honest, who I haven't seen in 2 years. So we were in the second row, which was pretty cool. We were really close, and it felt really, really real, actually. And I don't really remember, like, the show song by song. Like, my dream jumped around a lot, but all I remember was it was, like, completely different from the original live show, with different songs, and they had special guests, which were very random special guests. So the next thing I remember was Scotty Mccreery was singing a song with the guy from One Republic. I don't know his name. You know that song? Oh, this is gonna be a good life. He was singing with him, and it's very random. I don't know why my mind triggered that. I know I watched the Christmas parade and One Republic was on there, and so was Scotty Mccreery. So maybe that's why that happened. But it was very, very random. A very, very random person for him to sing with because it's not a country person. And then they sang the most randomest song. They sang Young Blood together. And Young Blood is a song Scotty McCreery sang on American Idol, top 4 week. And it was really weird. Like, the set was like a jungle gym, and like they were climbing on it while they were singing the song. It was very weird. It was very weird. And this is the funny part, towards the end of the song, Scotty's button on his pants got caught on one of, like, the jungle gym things, and he was, like, stuck, and he was just, like, sitting there, and, like, the song, like, stopped, and the guy from One Republic was just, like, staring at him, like, what the hell are you doing? But, like, his button was stuck. Then all of a sudden you see the button, like, fly off his pants, and Scotty falls to the ground, and, like, he gets up, and, like, his pants are, like, about to fall off, and he, like, grabs them, and he, like, runs off the stage, and he's, like, completely embarrassed, and then he doesn't come on for the rest of the show. It was very weird, and the whole audience is laughing, and it was weird. I know I'm saying weird a lot, but just because this dream was very weird, so. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing I remember was Lauren Alaina. She came on stage with Faith Hill. Very interesting. I don't know. And the thing that was weird was they weren't even singing. They were doing, like, this really weird ballroom dance, and they were both wearing big ballroom dresses. I just remember that they were up there dancing. They weren't dancing together. They were dancing with two guys, two random guys, dancer guys, and they were just dancing. They weren't even singing. They were like ballroom dancing, like they're at like some big party event or something. It was very weird. When I think about it now, it was kind of pointless and had nothing to do with what I was doing with the dream. But I remember in my dream, me and my friend that I was with, we were bawling our eyes out because we thought it was so beautiful. So I don't really know what that even meant, but okay. And then comes the fun part. Haley Reinhart comes out, and all I remember is the crowd went nuts, and we started screaming, and then like it faded. My dream like faded, and it like went to a different part in my dream, and it went to the next day, which is Friday. And I was with a bunch of my friends, the people I haven't even seen in years, which was all the people in my dreams were people I haven't seen since high school. So that's weird. I graduated in 2010, so I haven't seen a lot of these people in a while. Very weird. For those of you who don't know what CMAC is an outdoor amphitheater. So there's like the lawn, and then there's the theater, and we were all sitting in the lawn part. And it was CMAC is at a community college, and where I actually attend. And I was there at lunch with a couple of friends, and the friends, they don't even go to FLCC, which is weird because I go there now, but they didn't go there, but whatever, that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, we were eating lunch, and we were discussing the concert and how we couldn't wait for the next concert. And then the only thing I really remember from this is I remember I went on my phone, and I went on Twitter, and I saw Scotty tweet about his button problem that I talked about earlier with his, and my friends laughed about it, and we thought it was funny. And then all of a sudden, the dream jumped to Saturday, the next concert at CMAC. So this time, I'm with my dad, who I went with to the American Idol concert in real life in September. So this felt a little bit more real. But there was tons of people there that I knew that were at the concert though. So I've seen people from high school and people that I just know from other places. So all I remember is we were kind of sitting like towards the side of the stage, and that's kind of where we were sitting in real life. We were sitting on the side of the stage. So we were sitting on the side of the stage, and we could see that we could get underneath the stage, and we decided that we wanted to crawl under the stage and like play under the stage. And I remember the whole time I was like, we're gonna get caught, we're gonna get caught, we're gonna get caught. My dad's like, we're not gonna get caught. So we were like underneath the stage and we're playing. That's all I remember from that. Really weird. Okay, and then the next thing I remember, Haley Reinhart opened the show, and she was singing Natural Woman, which is very weird because she did not sing the show on American Idol. Lauren Alaina actually sang this song. But all I remember is all of a sudden I was sitting on the stage, just watching her. Like I was literally on the stage, and she didn't notice me. It was like I was invisible or something, and I was just sitting there watching her. And then when the song ended, I ran back to my seat, and she trips over me and falls off the stage. And all I remember is I didn't realize she tripped over me. All I remember is a bunch of people were like, and I thought like they were just gasping because I was on the stage, but I didn't realize she tripped. And then I sit back down in my seat, and then I see Niama Adedapo, who came in 11th or 10th place. She runs on the stage, and it looks like she's going to go help Haley, but really she runs and she does a stage dive, and everyone goes crazy, and that was very, I don't know what just happened. And then the next thing I remember is I saw Haley laying on the ground, and I was like, oh no, what the hell just happened? So I got up out of my seat, I ran up to her, and I picked her up, and I said, go back on there, and I pushed her back on, and she started singing again. Honestly, really, the only person I remember singing at this concert was Haley. I really think we were just at a Haley Reinhart concert and not an American Idol concert. She sang all different songs I never heard before, and songs she did on the show, like Benny and the Jets, What Is and What Should Never Be, House in the Rising Sun. She sang like all the songs she sang on the show with other songs, and that's really the only person I remember singing. But then the weird part came, and they had the finale number, and all the American Idol contestants were on there who were non-existent during this dream, non-existent during this concert that I was having in my dream. They're non-consistent, and all of a sudden they just came up and they did the same exact finale number they did for the real tour in real life. The any way you want it, that's the way you need it, blah, 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 blah. So it ended. And then right when the show ends, the concert space like morphed into a gymnasium. It like literally morphed. Like as they were sitting down and people were leaving, like in my dream, it just like It just morphed into a gymnasium, and it was really weird, and there was only a few people in there. It was me and a couple of people from my high school who I haven't seen in 2 years. I keep seeing people from my high school that I haven't seen in forever in this dream. And I'm just talking to them, and then all of a sudden Haley walks by, Haley Reinhart, and I'm like starstruck. But my friends, they don't get starstruck, and they're like, "Oh, come over here, come over here." And she starts talking. She just starts talking like we're her friends. And I was starstruck, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe she's talking to us." And she was like flirting with one of my friends, who actually right now he's a senior in high school. When I was a senior in high school, he was a sophomore. He's one of my good friends that I actually haven't seen in a while. But she was flirting with him. And I was just like, what the fuck's going on? He's way too young for you, Haley. Just all I remember. I just remember they were flirting. And then the next thing I remember is she starts talking to me. And all I remember is I remember right when she started talking to me, I ran up to her and I gave her a big, huge bear hug, and I screamed, "I love you so much!" And she kind of like makes like that funny face she makes sometimes when she's surprised. And she was kind of just like, okay. And then this is where it gets interesting. I bow down on my knees. I start praising her. I'm like, ah, ah. And then I grab her legs. You know when you like grab someone's leg and say like you don't want them to leave? And I'm like, don't leave. I want you to be my friend. And then she was just kind of like trying to get away from me. And she was like, okay, I'll follow you on Twitter then. And I was like, oh my god, she's gonna follow me on Twitter. And then she leaves, and right when she's leaving, I scream, can't wait for the album. And then I woke up. So I hope that this made sense. It doesn't really make sense to me, but I hope when I tried to explain it, I wrote it all down, so that's why it maybe looked like I was reading. But yeah, that was my crazy American Idol dream. I don't really know how to explain it. I thought it was worth sharing. Very funny. When I woke up, I was just laughing. I was in a really weird deep sleep. That night, actually, I couldn't fall asleep. I fell asleep at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I woke up like at 2 in the afternoon. Like I just had a really bad night of sleep. So when I was sleeping, I was in a very deep sleep. So that was a very weird, interesting dream I've had. That was about American Idol. That's why I decided to share it, because this is my American Idol and X Factor channel. So it was worth sharing. Alright, so subscribe up there if you thought this was funny. Comment down there if whatever you want to comment down, and rate, whatever. Do you like these dream things? I have a lot of really weird dreams. Not American Idol related. This is actually really... I've had some American Idol dreams, but like they're just kind of like dreams where like I went to American Idol and I met someone or whatever, but nothing like this crazy. So if I have another American Idol dream, would you like me to share it with you? Or would you like me to share other dreams? I get really weird dreams sometimes. I actually had a dream a couple of weeks ago about like me. I was in like a video game map, and I was like I didn't have any weapons. It was like a Call of Duty kind of thing. I didn't have any weapons, and I was trying to find a weapon, and like it was really weird. And like whenever someone would shoot at me, nothing would happen. So I'm just like running around crazy, and like people are shooting at me, and nothing's happening. Yeah, that was a really weird dream. So if you want me to start doing dream videos, I'll do that. I mean, I enjoy it. I very much enjoy keeping track of my dreams, because I can go back in a year and look at this and be like, what the hell did I just dream? So yeah, that's about it. Bye.